Hello there, Blue. Blue was here first today, ladies and gentlemen. Got a hello in before I even began the intro video, which is coming to you right now on Negative 43 TV.
This video may contain copyrighted material, the use of which may not have been specifically authorized by the copyright owner. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
That is 100% true. I guess what I'm going to say is suck on it.
In a world where a regarded locale believes he is a radio host, the people need a real radio host and real radio program to listen to, making fun of a regarded locale who thinks he's Batman. Even Joker knows there can only be one real radio host. And that host is... Richbartone.
Look at it.
He's not a real radio host. I am. I have the best radio program in the world. Christina, it's Richbartone's birthday. Text me back right away. It's been 30 seconds.
Yep, he doesn't even have that much patience in real life, ladies and gentlemen. Say hi to Logie Berra.
I'm going down the elevator in the cage that we bought with your settlement money. Christina, I know you're in the cage, but you could still contact me back. The trolls are going to be congregating at Richbartone's show. We can't have this. My beautiful team new Batman mask looks amazing. Symbol looks like a mustache. Christina, the trolls are over at Richbartone's laughing at me. What am I going to do, honey? I'm afraid of heights. Should I jump? I don't know if my wings are going to work.
Absolutely, you should jump, but you know he's never going to get that far off the ground, ladies and gentlemen. It's half-wit here on this Wednesday evening on Negative 43 TV. The party is picking up steam, and the show hasn't even started yet.
Christina emails back.
Joey, Richbartone's way cooler than you. Go ahead, jump. Your wings will work. I just farted. I think a bat bit me on the neck.
Sticky TT6 is here, indeed the author, the creator of what you are watching right now, and I really appreciate that you took that much time. I really do. What the hell is going on in here? Not much yet, but by golly, we're going to have a 3-hour video coming up that we're going to watch over the next 3 nights. I don't feel like doing another 7-hour stream, but I listened to it in the gym, and it's so loaded with utter insanity. We're going to break it up into more manageable sections. And when we get started here, I'm going to show you a short. I'm sure most of you have seen it. Oh, to say that it's dumb just does not do it any purpose. Anyway, Justice. Yeah, that's a word I'm looking for. Joshua Carlton is here. So is John Cole. It's going to be a good party.
Damn it, Christina. Text back, please. Fucking Richbartone over there making fun of me again.
You bet. Just hang out. And how is Cassie? I forgot to ask. Damn me.
Bullying me. Come on, panel, and defend me, bitch. I need help. Why aren't you people donating? Like I said. I don't want to be a locale. My Batman mask is all sweaty and stinky.
I always love to hear that, Joshua. It's a great thing.
Sticky 6 of Troll Team 6 presents Richbartone's Negative 43 TV.
Indeed, we are here and we are live. Hello again, Sneedville. I am Richbartone, and Negative 43 TV is live for this Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. My goodness, this time last week it was like 60 degrees, 61 degrees, gray, raining constantly. It was just so depressing. Now there's where I'm at for right now. It was a very lightly, partly cloudy day. Lots of sunshine. Oh, you bet. 91 degrees. And it was miserable. We just can't get it right here in Sneedville. Maybe we'll get some more moderated weather here, but I've just about given up hope. This may have been the worst spring of my entire life. The weather sucked. Oh my God, did the weather suck. So, you know what I'm not going to forget before we get going here? I've been glossing over the music lately, and I feel like my timing suffers when I don't have it. It's a crutch. Yeah, that would be a definition of a crutch, but by golly, I enjoy it so very, very much. I certainly do. So let me make sure that everything is ready to go and we can be a little bit smooth with things here. Real good, real good. Anyway, this is what we are going to start off with. First thing I'm going to do is introduce somebody that needs no introduction. You know her, you love her, you can't live without her. It's Mimi Love. She's here live and she's here right now. Okay, I'm going to bring up one of his latest shorts. This is a companion piece to Batman is Rich in Ones. And if you look at your screen, and I'm assuming you're already doing that. Yep, that is what you're seeing. Let me take the comment down here. Batman told you he runs New York. Hashtag New York. Hashtag New York City. The song is I Get Money from 50 Cent, which I'm not going to air because, well, you know, I'm just not going to do it. If I stop playing copyrighted music now, maybe when I finally get into AdSense, everything will be nice and grooved. Anyway, he's holding two bills in his hand. He has a $50 bill and a $20 bill. It was an exceptionally good day at the truck stop. So it's time to let this thing go. And we're going to look at this a few times because it's just so goofy, so stupid. Shameless is the word that I'm looking for right now. He's flexing on $70 right now, first of the month and everything. I have $210 in my pocket. And I'm not flexing on it because the reality of the entire thing is it's not a lot of money. And that you think $70 is worth flexing on, just, man, there's nothing left to say. Hit the button. Check this out. If you haven't seen it, you're going to love this. There will be another ghost fighting short after this one. Here it goes. You've never seen anything more punchable in your life. Okay, wait. 10. He has $80. Yeah, he's got a 20, a 50, and a 10. And a bleeding asshole to go with it. Did an okay job there. That vest it doesn't look like cum would wipe off of it very well now, does it? Yet it does, and he's got the money to prove it. I don't even know how he could have got that money. I don't know. Maybe it's what's left of his stipend. He does get a stipend every month. Yeah, gets it every month. That's what I meant to say. First of every month. So that is probably his entire net worth for the rest of the month. And that is just simply speculation. One more time, just to build up some rage that I need to get out. It's good for the comedy, honest to God. It's not as stupid looking as Batman is Rich in Ones, yet it is. It's Sneedville. It's Tyree Sneed. It's almost impossible to explain anything around here. So let me get the other one up and ready. Okay, here he is. This one's called Batman's Skill Level is Unreal. It's unreal, but it's not Jeez, wow. Anyway, bring that shit up. Oh, check it. Hair soaking what? Stringy, swinging all over the place. God. There are no words. Look at this mong. Absolute embarrassment. Holy crap. Somebody please just come along and put him out of his misery. It's a joke, algorithm. Come the fuck on. Okay, let that go for a couple more seconds. And that is just so freaking dumb. Okay, I'll read this one for the listeners. Sticky TT6. Dog, when I get off work, I'm gonna buy a lawn chair with 4 cup holders just to spite Sneed. He would absolutely hate you for that. What the hell? He hates you for everything else. That's the absolute truth. So now let's just get to this project that I have chosen to air over the next 3 days. Going to break this one down so that we're not here forever. I love hanging out with you folks, but the 7-hour stream like last Saturday, that was a bit much. So not that it's not going to happen again, because I'm certain that it will. But I'm going to give that a little while, just a little while. We'll do it again relatively soon. This is Tyree Sneeden. I run this entire world. I'm a lord. I'm Batman. And what everyone wishes that they were. Wow. What among everybody. So let's raise the curtain. Now let me get this thing queued up properly. I've heard quite a bit of this, so this is just going to be absolutely stupid. Starting off with his hair. There's the candy-colored button, and let's go. Indeed, let's go. Now it's not going to respond. There. Ooh, this is where it helps to remain calm, everybody. Let me go back and start this damn thing again. Don't even tell me it locked up. It's coming around. It's coming around. Let me drop the curtain here for just a moment so that maybe it won't be quite as embarrassing. Yes, indeed. We're falling apart very early in the show. I'm Richbartone. All right, let's try this doggone thing again. One more time. There's the double click. Yep, there's the double click. Come on, baby. See, this didn't happen on time because old Betsy seems to be having a day of it. That, and I was playing with my granddaughter for like 3 hours straight. It just flowed. It was really, really cool. So I'm looking at the Circle of Infinite Entertainment still. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to see what I'm seeing right now. What am I seeing right now? It's got the video up in my browser twice. I'm looking at 2 different things here. Okay, so what do you do to salvage something that is going absolutely dead sideways?
The complete coral reef where you have
thank
nothing
you.
left to.
Oh my God, Populist Uprising is here, and that's going to help out as well. Oh, I hope Betsy's got it out of her system. This show was, again, an hour late because she's just feeling kind of crabby, but everything seems to be okay now, I think. Oh, God, I hope. Just went back to the beginning. Now I'm looking at the Circle of Infinite Entertainment. It's been started. It's been up here. Let me bring this up so you can see what I'm seeing.
And we're live.
Ah, yeah.
All right. Hello, folks. How are all of
The magic of technology. Let me bring
you
this down
doing
for
out
you.
there? Today,
You are
I have
seeing
some notes. All
exactly what you are seeing.
right.
This video is running in 2 different windows at the same
Peach
time.
tea. Peach tea
Okay.
is delicious. Peach tea.
Where the chat should be.
Peach tea.
Shut up for a minute. My goodness. Yeah, yeah.
So good. Highly recommend it.
We are having some problems here. Let me see what I can do to perhaps make this look just a little bit better. Ah, yes, I'm so pleased with myself. I haven't picked up my desk and thrown it yet. Negative 43 TB. Help me now. Let this work, please. And while I'm waiting for a miracle, I'll answer a populist question. He wants to know how much dick he had to suck to get that money. Oh, man. He got a $50 bill there, which to me was rather interesting.
Some of my notes got messed up from my tea.
You imagine what he had to do for that $50 bill? I'll bet he compromised himself in many ways, and I'll bet there's film of it.
A little agitated because of it, but it's okay. It'll be all right. We'll get through this. All right.
Still adjusting.
10 months ago, the Sinaloa cartel leader, El Mayo, was arrested in the U.S. I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying here.
He's been bringing up Sinaloa a little bit lately. You're not that far away.
The El Chapo family defected from Mexico. This was a little bit back in the past, not too long ago, I don't believe, from Mexico in a deal linked to a Chicago case. Okay, meaning that they're all rats and snitches, right? The son took a plea deal. This is actual documented fact. That's all that the cartel ever does is snitch, rat on each other, do it to each other. It's a system that eats its own. They have absolutely no loyalty. They don't run anything but their mouth. They only run what you people allow them to run because you're cowards and you back down to cowards.
And you put yourself in danger for your life by running your mouth against these same people. You do know you're at the border of Mexico, correct? Probably not. Probably not. You are talking mad shit in a place where you should not talk mad shit. That your whole card has not been pulled yet? Mystery to me. Something that isn't a mystery to me, however, is the presence of Orza1, who joins us right now in the Negative 43 TV studio. So he's off to a rocket rolling start, talking shit about people that could just make him disappear. Just make him disappear. That's a fact, algorithm. Come on now.
That's all. They use tactics of intimidation on the people who they can intimidate. When you're dealing with someone like me who can't be intimidated and we run the streets, the fact is that how can you be rats and snitches, have rats and snitches that work on 6th Street in bars? You have rats and snitches that work in Chicago and cities all across this country. How can you be a bunch of rats but then claim that you're going to stand up to me?
So Sinaloa cartel rats are working in bars and restaurants. Oh, shit. Oh, this is going to maybe better than I thought it would be. 23 minutes after the hour. Get all of your stuff together. We're going to smoke them if you got them in about 10 minutes. And another thing about the 7.5 hour show, or 7, however long it was, I think I admitted to it yesterday. May have admitted to it yesterday. I am hard-pressed to think of any time in the last 30 years that I've been higher. Man, it was a party on my end.
And then what do? Gang stalk? That's cowardly. That's following people around behind their back, hiding behind a system of law designed to protect you. You're not brave. So let's get the facts straight. The real mob is who runs this country. I am the mob. The cartel...
Again, you are not the mob that you're speaking of. The traditional mob in America is Italians, the Irish, and the Jews. Okay? Plus the black gangs, obviously, but the kind of, what you're talking about, you're not it. You could be an associate. Tom Hagen was, Corleone's lawyer, but he wasn't really part of the mob. He's German-Irish. It was never going to happen, just like it would never happen to you. But do please continue to talk the kind of crap that, again, will have you found face down in a ditch filled to a shallow amount with water.
Doesn't run anything in this world. I do. They're just some little rats. And that's been reality for the past, I don't know how many decades and years. And that's why they try to proportion the story, take it out of proportion, make it something else while they do their illegal activity to try to silence the people, right, with their fake intimidation. Like, I'm not saying that things haven't happened, right, because you all work in collusion, because what is the cartel? Just like the Illuminati, it's just people who sold their soul to the devil. The devil
Is it just me, or does his hair look like it's just breaking out in spit curls all over?
cannot inhabit only one being. The devil inhabits multiple people. There's legions of demons. Just because demons work together doesn't make you tough, buddy. It makes you a coward. You see, you pull your games with the people you can pull it with. Some people like me, you just can't pull it up with. You can't play games with, right? So you don't even try. And when they do, like I said, they've all received a rude awakening, gotten G-checked back down to their face, and they've all been terrified. They all have gotten a reality check. Let's get real. I took on gangs in the street, brother, okay? And won every single time by myself. What are you talking about? I took on the cartel day one a long time
Fuck it, let him go.
ago and defeated them single-handedly. What are you talking about? What? That was way before the Batman stuff. The Batman stuff was recent and new. These people have an issue with basic reality.
Or that's a question that, pardon me, I needed to answer. How many CCs will the next Bat Pod be realistically? 0 CCs, because he's afraid of the smell of gasoline. It's absolutely true. I don't know what he would do if he actually got any on his skin, but yes, he is afraid of gasoline fumes. It's true.
Like I said, I told you when I told you y'all are trying to pretend online and play games with people that's impossible. No, I'm not going to entertain something that's fake and an insult to my intelligence and what I've accomplished. No, people know who I am. These people are
You saw that video too, did you, Mimi?
jealous because they understand the power that I carry. They understand who I am, and you want to be me, right? You want to be royalty, but listen to how cowardly you are. You want to use who I am against me, my aggression, my power, my rage, everything that got everything done to be me, and I'm a lord. So you want to use that against me, and you want to turn me into something else in a different story. Right, so you're underhanded and you would do that to anyone. So why would you ever succeed if you don't want to let anyone else succeed and be themselves? Y'all people ain't never going to be nothing. That's why you can't afford a hot dog. No, I think people like you are embarrassing.
You know, I have a new theory as to why he's constantly looking up. It is a sign of lying. It is a well-documented sign of lying. You know why I think he keeps looking up? I think he's seeing ghosts. I think he's actively seeing ghosts. His mind has dissolved to the point where his schizophrenia begins to, lead him to see things that aren't there, hear things that aren't there. Yes, indeed. That's exactly what I think is going on right there. When he talks about his people, he's looking at them right now. He's actually seeing ghosts.
You understand? There's no way that I can respond or there's nothing I can do. You're 100% right. I'm powerless with individuals like you, cowards, because I'm an actual lord. I'm an actual gangster. I actually am the real thing. So
you are a gangster of no stripe whatsoever. We just went over this, you stupid fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Red Pill. Here for just a little bit before he heads back to class.
So, of course, I cannot say or respond or anything because I have everything to preserve and protect, and I understand that there's laws in place.
There isn't any doubt about that. I have to go back a couple weeks. When the drone appeared on camera, which was a definite mistake, but nonetheless, it was there. I really need that. I really need that for like an insert or a cut scene. Plus, it's something that I think would be very, very good to make sure that Joey sees on a regular basis. It's real good for his paranoia. But then again, if people are really watching you, are you paranoid? Negative 43 TV, 29 minutes after the hour.
I understand the system that you're hiding behind. So I would never take bait or give you what you want. When
CIA hole stops in basically to say hi and stay stalking.
And I have everything to lose. So like I said, quit playing a game and trying to dance around and enforce people to play a game with you that they're not going to play. Why don't you step up and be real? Because nobody's going to step up because they all cowards and they terrified. You understand? The reality is, at the end of the day, reality is reality. Proof is in the pudding, man. That's why these people, they want to repeat my words, repeat my phrases, but you're irrelevant. Y'all aren't even a part of this conversation. Y'all ain't even none of the people in the streets that we already came up against and won. So,
you know, Red Pill, I think can't afford a hot dog is just something that just comes out automatically. It's rote for him at this point.
why are you speaking? Exactly. Next topic. right? It's the same topic. Let's see. They say that cartel can.
And he mentioned it again. Was it yesterday or something? Trailside Drive, look it up. Yeah, we've been through the video that I did. Trailside Drive is deluxe. Yes, indeed. There's no gangsters there. No gangsters whatsoever. Yeah, country club gangsters are ruthless. They're absolutely the worst kind. And by the way, Joey's dad never had his car blown up in front of the house. Never, ever happened. Just another thing that's child. He's not even a man-child. Just another thing that he spit out of his malfunctioning brain. Just chilling is here. Tyler Durden is here. Very nice party. Very lively right now. You know, if this keeps up, we're going to have to send out for more beer and pizza.
Controls 80% of Chicago.
And it's the bottom of the hour, wherever you may be in the world, unless, of course, it's Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's 5 minutes until the top of the hour.
Goes illegal street drug. I've been saying this forever. I said that all you little homies, right? All the little homies in the culture, all the little homies, they work for El Chapo. Yeah, all the ones pumping on the block in Chicago that want to act like a G'd up and gangsta, you work for Mexicans. Where the hell they do that at? Where? Like, how y'all going to talk about there's going to be this going
How has he not been neutralized? My God.
on? How are you going to stand up to people you work for? And why do you work for them? They're cowardly like you. They ain't special. I'm telling you, bro, I had somebody back down from me just the other day again, bro. You boys is running and hiding. They literally running and hiding, like hiding behind stuff. Y'all is scary, bro. Every single one of you, bro, is a joke. Y'all people ain't never had nothing. The other ones, they've been in modern day slavery forever. They've been in slavery forever, right? So have the other ones. They ain't talking about nothing. Like, what are you talking about? What have you ever run? I don't understand where this fake machismo, fake toughness comes from people who've been owned since day one and work on fields. You still work on fields, 100%, yes. And I tell y'all to your face, I don't know what you're talking about. They act like we live in a different alternate reality. This is the problem, bro. This system has enabled these people like down here for so long that they are so delusional. They think they running something. Boy, let me tell you what reality.
I really wish I had a soundboard, because it would be time for the sound of an old-fashioned movie projector with that one. Holy shit, fuck that, man.
It is. And anybody can come see me to my face and I'll tell you what it is.
You're
right? But learn the law and learn how to not bother people. People ain't going to put up with nothing. You feel me? So like I said, what's up? Next. Let's see here. So El Chapo's family had to defect from Mexico in a deal linked to a Chicago case. The son took a plea deal, meaning he's a rat. What? But you ain't talking about this. So
you shouldn't be talking about it either. Fortunately for you, they have no idea who you are, but it's a good thing that the order of action does not work directly or indirectly with drug dealers. The people that get us our weed, that's not a drug dealer shit. It's basically legal at this point. It's legal as long as they let us believe it's legal. Remember, it's not legal on a federal level yet. They can end the party any damn time they want, just because they woke up this morning and their ass itched in an unfamiliar manner. That would be about all that it would take. Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of marijuana or black currant sparkling water, or maybe a bag of chips, whatever it is that makes you happy, the time is now. Upper right-hand corner of your screen, it's the Pit Boss, and it's smoke 'em if you got 'em. Let's go. Get ripped, everyone. Unless you don't want to get ripped, then just do whatever.
So why do you come online and project and call people names that apply to you and that they're clearly not, and try to put false jackets on people, knowing that that's a violation, that's not tolerated at all? I mean, there's zero tolerance for any of the things of which people have tried to get away with, whether it be online or any of that. Like I said, that's why all I care about is reality, what happens in my face. And in my face, everybody is super polite, respectful, and they know that I'm the mob. They know that I'm a gangster regardless, even if they don't know me, because they can tell by my demeanor and how I speak and how I carry myself and who I am. I'm not acting. Okay, I'm the real deal. And
this time around, more than just a joint, I'm going to enjoy A nice diet story. My goodness, I love story. And of course, nice.
With whatever. 24 hours a day. I don't care, bro. Trust me, nobody has nothing for me. So again, this is the crazy
Zero sugar tastes great.
part, how people want to front when all these things have been proven on camera for decades and years every day. I'll talk as much as I want. I'm a free American citizen. This is my job. This is what I do, and I'll continue.
Red pill, it's really at a point. I bitch about it too much, but it's getting to a point where it's not work. It'll never be work. But my sense of humor, my wit is being pushed to its absolute limit here lately.
You to do it, and how dare you ever try to sit there and try to bother me because, oh, I'm doing my job and I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. I don't work for you. There's no one around here that runs me or can tell me anything. What are you talking about? This is like anywhere else in the country, Bo. I run everything. I do what I want to do. I'm a boss. Now, next issue here. Let's see here, and it's the same issue, but we're going over a couple of different facts. 17 relatives from Mexico. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't know that we know exactly how he acts. And it's very, very beta, very shoegaze. Hell, his eye contact isn't good when he's making videos. That's probably another reason that he keeps looking up in the sky all the time. The camera eye, emphasis on the word eye. If you're looking into a camera lens, you're making a type of eye contact. With the people that may be watching you, and he can't really tolerate that even. That could be a very good reason.
Connected to the El Chapo family. 17 relatives had bags they believe filled with thousands of dollars of U.S. currency. So how does the government not work with El Chapo if they let him escape prison through a tunnel? They make up fake stories. Clearly, they helped him dig and create that tunnel. Common sense. Right?
No.
You can't dig a tunnel through a prison without the prison knowing about it. Smart one. Just like the inmates were released from that Louisiana jail or wherever, right? And that dude is on camera. What's his name? Antoine something or whatever. Man, I honestly wish that I could speak with him too. And he's so slow. I'm gonna go into that in a minute. I'll go in on him. Antoine Massey, the ignorant fool that he's got tattoos all over his face and he's not scary at all, and he's just a.
You'd shit your pants. Hell, I'd shit my pants from the description of the entire thing. What would be a 64-year-old man with arthritis? It doesn't sound like anybody I'm going to want to throw with anytime soon. And I'm assuming I have more guts and courage than you do. You'd shit your fuck. You piss down your leg. Tell you what, you piss in your own mouth, but you know what I'm saying.
A regular dude, and he claims that he's being targeted and set up. I mean, and you had no hand in it whatsoever. He's saying he's completely innocent. Okay, I'll give it to you. Let's say that that's true. Let's say you're completely innocent. You're still ignorant as hell because you didn't ask the real people like Batman who can help you. You asked Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne. What's Lil Wayne gonna do? Lil Wayne, Big Wayne, they all the same. What's Lil Wayne gonna do? He gonna put on his cape? He gonna save you?
Oh boy, he's never gonna learn. Everybody, Pete, the destroyer of Bud, how you doing, sir? Good job. Oh, thank you. No, the pleasure's mine.
What's Lil Wayne gonna do? Does he know law? Does he stand against corruption for a living? No, but guess who does? Batman. See, you little niggas be running to the wrong people. Let's get real. You run to the wrong people. Why don't you run to the dude who can save you? Your savior, your Messiah. Why don't you run to me? That's why I look just like Jesus, because I am. Why don't you run to me? Oh, but you gonna run to Lil Wayne.
Well, that's why I look like just like Jesus, because I am. Holy shit. That's blasphemous as hell. I do kind of wish he was in the Middle East, don't you?
What's Lil Wayne gonna do? He gonna sing some autotune for you with his grill? He gonna do some cough syrup? He said, I was the ring bearer for Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne should come and save me. He asked Donald Trump. It just goes to show you how ignorant prisoners are. I told
you. Shut the fuck up for a minute. You're absolutely right, Red Pill. He's sitting in the backyard on the patio of a home that's located in a country club. I remember years ago he was talking about, oh, there's a golf course in my backyard. 5, 6 years, long time ago. Who the hell knew it was true?
Told you they're a joke. You deserve to be in there. That's why they did that to you. If they played you, you deserved it. See, you don't even deserve your innocence.
I will definitely check the DM. Do not work too hard and do well.
Since you really don't. You know why you don't deserve your innocence? Because you're so ignorant. You run to the oppressor. You run to the people who did it to you. Lil Wayne, okay, is a guy,
He sure did.
who sold out his community and his people. This is why they want to silence me and don't want me to talk, because they know I'm going to say the truth. Lil Wayne sold out his entire community and neighborhood wherever he came from in Louisiana, and all those people sold them out, meaning sacrifice.
He sold out his whole neighborhood in Louisiana, wherever he came from. So how would you know? If you don't know where he came from in the state of Louisiana, how would you know? Oh God, this whole thing, one thing I noticed while skimming through this, it's so extra punchable. It really is. It's annoying. In a good way, but it's annoying.
Them all. And you're running to him, asking him for help. Notice how slow they are? They're never going to wake up and realize that their oppressor is their own. Your oppressor is yourself. Your oppressor is your own. Like I said, when we got to Africa, them people had themselves in bondage before we ever touched foot on that damn planet, on that continent. Okay?
You called it a planet first, and I'm going to bump up a couple of minutes because I don't want to fucking hear any of this. I know I don't. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to hit the button again.
There's an enforcement. If you go online, even on YouTube, there's an enforcement of trying to enforce stereotypes. That's some internet stuff. But in reality, most of you niggas be going to clubs and you get rejected. Do you not?
What?
Do you not?
Did we hear that right? He hasn't said anything like that in a long time. I believe that was an N-word with an A little soft landing one there. Let's check it out again.
Maybe you should take advantage of that and use that opportunity. And they didn't have to take advantage because guess what? Y'all wanted to be enslaved. And then you make up lies and say the women were blah, blah, blah. No, the women wanted us. The women sold you out. Just like they do every day. Them good old black women. They continue to sell out their own. Do they not? Do they not? Do they not sell y'all out every day for not even for pennies, for free? They can't stand you. Your own women can't stand you. You know why? Because they'll never forgive you. Because when all that happened, you never stood up for them. That's the reality. That's why you deal with white broads. You know why you entertain and deal with white broads and why they entertain you? Because they have no loyalty to their own. Because
I don't think I took it back far enough. So as they say, fuck it. But yes, I heard what I heard.
They're a damn joke.
Oh, did you really?
I'll never even understand.
Again, this files under I'm paying more attention to you than I am him, so I miss things.
Stand them because literally you're entertaining a stereotype that's not even true. The stereotype couldn't be farther from the truth. I'm walking proof. I don't care what people do with their time. I for sure don't care what so-called women do. But it's kind of odd that none of you have any belief in yourself. It does nothing to do with the men of your people or your group. It has to do with you. You just can't stand yourself so much, so you sell your soul and you sell out to a system. And it's clear that there's an enforcement. If you go online, even on YouTube, there's an enforcement of trying to enforce stereotypes. That's some internet stuff. But in reality, most of you niggas be going to clubs and you get rejected. Do you not? Do you not?
Yep. I guess I did take it back far enough. Yeah, maybe he's going to start getting loose with his lips again. That would be a glorious thing. I mean, nothing's going to happen to him. He should know at this point he can pretty much say any fucking thing he wants and nothing's going to happen to him. Death threats, they're on his channel right now. Racist blowouts, they're on his channel right now. Shit talking about women, they're on his channel right now. What? Why are you even watching your mouth? Just let it go, you pussy.
And when the white broads entertain you, they only entertain you for a small minute, and they entertain you so that they can use you and take advantage of you. And then most of you, honestly, most of the fake relationships that are mixed, right, between those two groups, right, most of them end up on the Channel 7 news because they end up doing each other in and going at each other, right? And then they literally end up making the news every time because the white broads...
Okay, let's move on here.
They pretend they're coming in to solve them. Government has done nothing but lie to the people since day one. The government is the enemy. I don't care what anyone says. They're who funds all these organizations. That's why I got targeted by the government, because I'm an innocent person that was just trying to live my life. So now I've woken up completely to the system and how it is, and that you are in fact the enemy. There is no other enemy. You've been the enemy since day one. These civilians, they're just mere obstacles. The civilians you're just using to put in the way. Isn't that their exact behavior?
And with his hair like that, he looks like somebody. And I cannot put a finger on it, and it's driving me out of my mind.
To put in the way and get in my way. Right. And we're sitting here trying to be nice to the civilians and say, hey, yo, we're here to help you, but you need to move out of my way. And that's how we're going to continue to handle it, because I don't care how mad a civilian is, you're still nothing more than a civilian. And even
like you. Like you. A civilian is anyone who is not in the military. Thank you.
if you're a horrible person, I still think in my heart that, you know, even if you don't deserve it, for me, you deserve to be treated well. So like I said, that's why I don't play games with internet trolls who I don't know and have no connection to me. I could care less about you. I'll always treat everybody with kindness because I have a
Now in the studios, please welcome Negasonic middle-aged dickhead to the show.
job to do on this planet. So like I said, when people want to say things and express themselves in a certain manner that's not tolerated, my only thing is stand on it. Has anybody stood on it yet and said anything in front of me? No. Okay, next topic. Let's see. So he cut a deal, right? Meaning he's a snitch, right? I think this was the Guzman. One of their names was something Guzman. It was like Video Guzman or something like that. Okay. Furthermore, they've created it where it's a topic called narco, you know what, another word I don't want to say on here, right? They've elevated dealers to that level of what you all do, acts of domestic what? Fill in the blank. Okay. So they've elevated dealers with that terminology, narco blank, right? Narco whatever. And they've elevated.
You're absolutely right, Just. And he's got to know that we have proof of that. Of all of it, he has to know. The mouth continues to run.
The dealers to the level of that, right? And that's all fake because it's all designed to make it look like the system is doing its job. Do you understand? El Chapo is a snitch. That's why they put their family on TV. See, this is what I figured out a long time ago that you people don't understand. I realized that all the governments are interconnected. You all still want to discuss and talk about Kim Jong-un, but Kim Jong-un eats dinner with Donald Trump anytime he wants. Kim Jong-un issues illegal statements to this country every single day for absolutely no reason and no purpose, right? And yet nobody does anything about it.
Okay, that's enough of that one.
When he biked for miles in the heat, he's a joke. He looks like a joke. He had some little fake chain on. You're another silly little homie. Nobody fears you people on the internet. I need you to really understand something. I am so many light years ahead of you. Okay, and as far as being a gangster and being tough, we run the streets. I've paid all my dues in the streets. I've been all over the nation. I run everything everywhere. You people are not even like mice. You're like below pond scum. Just understand that. So like this acting like
compared to you, we're royalty. Every single one of us here right now, and even the people that aren't here, are royalty compared to you. Your personal wealth does not exist. You are on country club grounds right now, thanks to your mom. It's not the hood at all. It's probably somewhere around, I don't know, the 7th green, let's say. My God. And what a blouse, huh, kids? Hadn't even brought up the shirt. I'll bet it's a shirt. That's got to be a blouse. Or maybe it is one of his dad's shirts from 1975.
Regular civilians can get on YouTube and run their mouth to me. No, you don't understand. You're trying to get around all of
it's possible
reality of what's happened. I'm not a YouTuber. You will never make me look no way, never fade me, never make me feel any way. Because it doesn't matter what we say and do on YouTube or what concerns anything. I mean, the fact is, at the end of the day, none of you are ever going to do anything but run your mouth. You're soft, bro. And that's all. And that's all I've told people. I've been doing this for almost 15 to 20 years. Have you all seen anybody do anything with her?
Yeah, I haven't seen or listened to the last 20 minutes. What we're doing here, we're going to watch this in pieces parts over the next 3 evenings. This is part 1. Part 2 will be tomorrow, hopefully earlier than this. And then we'll follow up with the last bit on Friday. And then there will be Saturday Madness, trying to get my view hours up a little bit this month.
To me? Ever? Have you ever seen anyone even entertain that? No. And I've been talking all of the truth. These people talk smack. I talk the truth, and I call everyone out, and I walk right down your block and challenge all y'all in person and get up in your face. So we know who the tough guy is. That's been solidified. So there's not, oh, we start doing fake talk. No. See, that's the thing. It wouldn't matter what you did. It wouldn't matter. Let's say even if I took a loss, which we know I never will, it wouldn't matter because you're not coming from a place of reality. I don't know how many times you got to explain.
Sheriff Gunn stops in simply to say hi. Walmart is calling him, and he covered the stream yesterday. So yeah, I'm trotting ground that has already been walked upon, but it was like I was talking last Saturday. Everybody has a different view at this. You know, different things jump out to different roasters. And it's cool. It'll be a totally different show than what you did, Sheriff. I am sure.
Reality to people and why they act like they don't understand basic common sense. You have to make sense. Yeah. See, my words are.
This is kind of like a mosaic, a really intricate one. Every time you look at it, you're going to see something a little bit different, or you're going to notice something you never noticed before, even though you've seen it hundreds of times.
Not in vain. Your words are in vain. My words matter. Yours don't. Because you clearly can't.
Oh, it's not a problem. It'll give us something to really look forward to for Friday. That's for sure.
Think straight. Get stable. All right, stability. Maybe they'll sell it at your local grocery store. You can go purchase some stability, mental stability, because that's what all of you need. All right. Rob Rack still has no job. He still can't get a woman. I mean, looking like the Grinch. How would you be able to get a woman? I mean, with his fake nappy braids that literally look like they fall out at the bottom of an eyelash if you even touched them. It looks like you touch them and the little braids would just crumble. He's a joke. They're continuing to try to fund his little Roach Motel drug-funded hotel room. All those are drug funds as far as I'm concerned at this point. I'm pretty positive that half and most of those donations that those people receive and live off of, they're all living off
Brother R-Dash is here on this Wednesday evening, and someone's always got his booty chap, don't it, though?
donations. I believe that all of it and most of it is drug funds, 100%. So what's up? That and from trafficking, and these people traffic themselves. I know because I witnessed it firsthand in Houston when I saw Tri Lee, and Tri Lee was making excuses. Okay, sitting there saying, yeah, I'm going to a job interview, and you're all tired because you don't sleep, right? And you're sitting there every day lazy as hell and don't want to get out of bed and just want to sleep all day. And I think literally the hunchback sister, was trafficking her right in front of me while we were actually supposed to be dating and in a relationship. Yeah.
Yep. Welcome, Lobster. And yeah, traffic themselves indeed.
Yeah. That's how sick these people are. Ooh, you really did it to me. You really showed me, sister. Right, chicken legs? Right? The half-sister got an instant karma with her boyfriend who
you sure did, Lobster.
She was arguing with, right? And they went through their own incident, right? Which involved like a small chandelier or something like that. Then the boyfriend G-checked the hell out of Ashes, and Ashes was running from him terrified. That's what happened. And the day that I showed up over there, right, there was some corrupt pig out there talking his nonsense, and I G-checked him and told him, no, I'm here to see who I'm here for, right? Then the other dude tried to talk smack, and then he got locked up right in front of his face, and I G-checked.
Well, thank you so much for forcing the entire neighborhood to listen to Negative 43 TV. Tell them to subscribe if you would. Thank you.
Him too, and let him know what it was right in front of the corrupt pig. Next. Tell the truth about these stories about what happened, right? Then Chicken Legs was trying to run me off of the lawn afterwards when she went ballistic.
Oh, God, Lobster, I love it so much.
And woke up one day and said, all of reality isn't reality, and you're not who you are because I'm mad and I work for all these other people because, and like, isn't that a symbol of somebody completely like broken who's not ever going to succeed or have anything? Those people were trafficking you. Literally, that's what they were doing. And that's how that half sister makes all her money in Houston and sits there and brags about it. She does a bunch of.
They could hear me putting a roach clip on a tray. You've got that shit turned up.
Legal activity. The hunchback half sister should be investigated. That house is right there, like right there, bro, off of DFW or whatever. And they doing a bunch of legal activity in that house. And no, that's not called anything else other than saying the truth. And people can say the truth and speak the truth, and you can't do nothing about it. We don't know you. What are you talking about? See, these people try to whine and twist reality and take law turn. You don't know the law clearly.
He's reminding me of Shaggy from Scooby-Doo.
Like what? People can open their mouth about reality, bro. Like what? You see what I'm saying? And you see how I give a general description?
And I mean the cartoon one.
Yeah. See, it's a little different than what you do. It's a lot different, right? So let's see here. Grinch can't get a woman. The Grinch who stole Christmas, he won't give Christmas back. Rob Rack, he's very miserable. Like I said, all he does is go back and forth to prison. He thinks he's trying hard because it's hard for him to not get arrested. And this is the future of blacks. Let's just get real. It's the future of African Americans. It's your future. Your future is jail and prison and drinking 40s and smoking Swisher Sweets and Dutches and making it nowhere and getting nowhere. Your future is continuing to support corruption and work for the cartels. So you work for these people. I'm down here next to the border of Mexico. I run everything down here. They run their mouth. But you actually work for these little 3-foot-tall shrimps. That's reality, and that's the pecking order of this world and reality, and always has been and always will be. So what do you mean? See what I'm saying? They acting like I care where I'm at. I know exactly where I'm at. Why would I care if
Sheriff Gonson comes through with another really good one. Larry from the Three Stooges fell on hard times. How about it? Who do you think he looks like? That's a really good one, Sheriff.
I run everything and they all scared of me. See the point? This is how I made a name for myself down here. People know about me. Everybody, people know who I am. People generally still like me, right? Even though I say the truth. Why? I don't know, but that's cool. More power to them. That means people are building character, right? Isn't that what America is supposed to be about? So I'm white, so I'm supposed to come down here and I'm supposed to kiss up to you. We're in my country. This is America. What? I'm not in Mexico. I didn't go into your country and then act spoiled, rotten, and not respect the soil, but you all did. You came over here and sure did that, and this is my home. This is my country. I'm sorry, but what? I don't care how close we are to the border. This ain't Mexico. That's why I don't go over there, because it ain't none.
Okay, now every Mexican in town has a reason to beat his ass.
But a bunch of riffraff, right? All they're going to have is some Latino women. That's about it. Other than that, y'all don't really have much. What do you have? Drugs? I don't want those. I don't do them. See my point? You have a bunch of nonsense. You're not scary. Okay, what you do is you target people. They definitely target white folks down there when you cross the border. Because
just not only will Christina never come, she's not even going to breathe hard.
I've heard stories in the hospital about white boys and they coming in talking about how they got robbed. Okay, like, yeah, I mean, stuff like that can happen. It happens every once in a blue moon, right? But it don't happen to me. It'll never happen to me. I assure you that, because I'm not your regular white boy. You see the difference?
See the difference? I love it when he tends to say that after he has said something extra incoherent. That's when you hear that. Oh, man.
See the difference in who's who? You understand? Like, see, you don't hear about the mob getting robbed. You don't hear that. People can say what they want. People did a lot of things behind my back. That's about it. But nobody does anything with me in person in front of me ever. You understand? And honestly, like I said, that's another thing they tried to wake up and start trying, where they thought they were going to send agents and thought they were going to try to do that. That failed. Everybody got back down and ran away, right? People got ran off street blocks and corners and everything. So it's like, when I say I've never been robbed and never will be, I really mean that. Not that I have a whole lot to take right now or anything, because I don't, but I'm just saying.
Lobster brings up something that's worth reading to the listeners. I enjoyed the little taste we got of him realizing she was a catfish. It was kind of incredible he went back to believing in her, though. The whole thing is weird. You always have to remember with Christina, she started out as a 50-year-old black woman with a 22-year-old daughter that had just had a miscarriage. Went away for about a month, and then came back as the Christina that we all know, and if you're me, are sick of putting up with. Yes, indeed. All of a sudden, she was a 33-year-old white porn star.
I'm a rapper, bro. I came up as a gangster rapper.
And it was not questioned at all.
Get robbed. We can't. It's not possible. I can't. How am I going to make a gangster track and talk? Yeah, see, that's y'all. Y'all's group do that. The blacks do that. They'll go get robbed and then go make a track. Yeah, I'm still mobbing and I'm masked up and I'm wearing my hoodie and blah 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 nonsense, and I'm really just a slave running my damn mouth, and I wear a slave chain because I'm a slave. But you see me, I'm not gonna sit there. I'm a white man. If something like that happens with me, I'm gonna swallow my pride. Real talk. I'm not gonna like me personally. I mean, like I said, it'll never happen because I'm just built different. I'm telling you the type I am. I'm the type you ain't taking nothing from me. I don't care what I have to go through. I don't care. I don't care. I have everything to lose, but I live like I have nothing to lose because that's not an option for us. We had to be that way. See, I got everyone against me. I don't have one person against me. And
That's
this is the
right.
thing. People thought that I would back down. People thought that I would turn soft. No, now I'm going to make it a habit of making y'all enemies. Now I want all the smoke. Now I'm going to make sure that I make a habit
You're
of
right,
making
Just.
enemies. Because I thought I already had done that for years. I thought people knew better. But now you got a bunch of regular, like I said, regular cowardly people, nobodies, okay? Actual nobodies, and everybody wants to feel entitled to their opinion. That's the other thing, too. Just because I'm on YouTube doesn't mean I'm at your discretion or your mercy. I'm going to say this again. My name ain't meant for your mouth, cuzzy. Keep my name out your mouth.
Joseph Tyree Sneed the Fifth. What you gonna do about it, Tyree?
And I will tell any of y'all to your face. I don't care that you watch me on YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a gangster. So there's some YouTubers you can play with and act like it's all cute and it's entertainment. And I'm going to tell you something. The other day, yesterday, when I went out as Batman, there was a lot less honks. People are listening. People are understanding that dude ain't nothing to play with. That dude ain't joking around, bro. That dude is coming. Like, it's clear what I'm coming for, bro. And I'm coming to take mine, bro. I'm not here to play, bro. I'm not here to be nobody's friend. When I walk in the room, you better keep.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, he does swallow. He doesn't want to waste a drop. I mean, yeah, he needs the protein. God knows, ladies and gentlemen, it's Hodges. Good and dodge it. He says, keep the trucker out your mouth. You can't.
Keep my name out your damn mouth, and I will gladly let anybody know and G-check them to their face. See, that's
Sometimes the magic just happens, doesn't it?
the thing. I'm about reality and action. Y'all ain't giving me no opportunity to get busy. All y'all want to talk behind computers and phones, like Young Buck said. He said, y'all niggas is crazy, man. Y'all is crazy trying to hide behind these TV cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
What's up?
Maybe, just maybe, the mouth is starting to loosen up a bit, which means he's maybe going to become far more offensive and therefore more entertaining in most instances.
I ain't had nobody do nothing, say nothing to me. Everybody's super nice. Hello, Mr. Sneed. Would you like another crumpet? You want another cheddar biscuit? What would you like there? Would you like some sugar with your coffee, Mr. Sneed? That's how people talk to me. Because I'm Mr. Sneed, right?
No, you remember a couple of summers ago when you still had the bat scooter and you pulled up on the basketball courts over at the park, you know, the one that you're doing your stupid exercises at all of the time, and some dude yelled at you, fucking faggot. That's what he said, algorithm. That's what that guy said. I'm quoting him. And you did, what's it called? Fuck all nothing about it.
Good old Mr. Sneed. Good old Mr. Sneed ain't nothing to play with, right? Good old Mr. Sneed don't never stop delivering this gangster stuff, this real thug stuff. They can't handle this real thug life. Real talk, that Sneed, he a thug, right? That's all it is. See, people know who I am, brother. You ain't gonna do nothing with me because people already.
Tywee, you aspire to fucked up things. That's really all I can say. But of course, it's all empty talk. All you're doing is making carbon dioxide for the trees. They like the carbon dioxide, you admit, but they don't like the smell of dick afterwards.
You know who I am and how I get down. I'm not supposed to be myself. They want me to not live in a home. I'm supposed to live in a basket in a trash can like Oscar the Grouch every day. I'm grumpy because I'm in a trash can. I live in a trash can. They want me to live in a trash can because I'm me and I got the human spirit in me, and they are so pale. They look like they have like nothing going on, like no DNA, no humanity. Like, that ain't my fault. And you still can't rap, huh? And you still want to be a man. For real, pathetic. All right. Next topic here. Let's see here. So the Grinch can't get a woman. That's not a surprise. Every time he's kind of like Red Pill too. He got a lip thing going on where he's like, I'm Rob Rack. Batman needs to worry about getting some teeth. You need to worry about not being a paraplegic because that's what you're starting to look like. Okay, stroke mouth? I mean, it's getting ridiculous. I mean, like, you kind of leaning over there, like you.
Dude. I have a friend that wound up in a power chair. He had 7 strokes within 45 fucking minutes. 7 of them. You're making fun of stroke victims. Oh my God. You're a piece of shit. You are a piece of shit. Making fun of stroke victims, you cocksucker.
You like French toast. All of them are a bunch of decrepit invalids.
I'm not even saying the guy who was talking about had a stroke, because he probably didn't. It's just Tyree trying to roast somebody and failing at it in an offensive manner.
By the time, I mean, most of them ain't like, most of them, let's get real, they're dropping like flies. But, you know, most of them, if they make it to about 50, 60 years old, I mean, they're going to look like this, like what's his name? Like that one guy that touches the button to talk and all that, like the one that was stem cell research or whatever, that's like, you need to go get.
Stephen Hawking was an astrophysicist, I believe. There's a special place in hell for you. This is bully behavior, is it not? Is it not? Oh, you son of a bitch. You cocksucker. Negative 43 TV, 6 minutes after the hour. I notice I left Smoke 'em if you got him up for a while, even though I'm thinking I may need to smoke another one now, because he's legitimately getting under my fucking skin. I believe it is time to end Smoke 'em if you got him for right now. And as I do that, please welcome Shekels McJewerson to our show. It's Skip, and he's here on a Wednesday evening, just like you are, having a good time. But right now, yes, I am getting a little bit angered. Need to calm down for a minute. So it's a perfect time to introduce to you everybody's favorite radioactive acid head cat. It's Schizo the Clown. Just stay away from him, like a good distance. I mean, he's cool and everything, but you know, it's the whole, well, anyway, you know.
Tyree. That's all of them.
Right now, he's making fun of stroke victims and old people. He's being evil, is what he's being right now. He's being absolutely fucking evil, and he's, oh boy, we got 2 more nights of this too. It's going to be so much fun.
That's Rob Wax. Them boys can't even move. He don't even exercise and get outside. Like, come on, man, it's ridiculous. And stop talking about clothes. You see this shirt? You see this dragon shirt? Look at it, because I got the spirit of a dragon. Right, a bunch of stuff you can't afford. Boy, stop it. Stop acting like we ain't wealthy, bro, just because we do things a certain way. And I move around and we struggle. Like, bro, you crazy, son.
The shirt he's wearing is like a Rorschach test, isn't it? Good God, to whose eyes would that pattern look good? I mean, I wouldn't have thought that would have sold in 1972, for God's sake.
That was funny as hell, bro. All right, let's see here. I had thousands of dollars worth of shoes, too. Those got thrown away for no reason. It kind of sucks. I had thousands of dollars, Air Jordans, all that. I had a whole...
Oh, if he makes it to my age, well, I can't really honestly see that, but oh, no, he's not going to deal with it very well. If he lives a long life, he will eventually wind up institutionalized. There will be no choice.
Whole shoe collection. It's all good. But like I said, let's see here. Then there was some other dude they were interviewing. He was a you-know-what man, right? And he was talking about how he was in maximum security prison. He talked about police corruption, which is a major element on all this, because without the corruption, you wouldn't have all the trafficking and all the stuff going on. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of people across this country are not doing their job. Why has the FBI, Fed, CIA, whoever, not launched an investigation and to seeing to it that people are actually doing their...
Why hasn't whoever launched an investigation? Gee, sounds like you don't know what the fuck you're talking about again.
job, and they're not supporting illegal activity. Now, they every once in a while they'll catch about 10 of them, but that's not enough. You see what I'm saying? Like, I just don't have faith in the system, you know. Then they told the Chapo family, you're no longer this, that, you're now the you know what, whatever, like acting like they're turning on them. Like, You know, the
Seems like El Chapo is going to be the connecting thread of the show, and it's kind of weird. -43 TV.
system eats its own, man. I mean, you created these people no matter what you say. I mean, you're still who's responsible. So to sit there and that's what they do. They'll act with fake bravado. They'll get on a mic and a platform and act like we're standing up to them. Every time you try to stand up to anyone, it seems like you get owned and you lose. I mean, just being honest, look at what happened in Dallas. Y'all didn't exactly win that one, buddy. Real talk. And I went to Dallas like sometime after that, and they were all talking about it, and it's like that's a big deal. I'm just saying, like, if I had my way and I ran all of this, I would run it a completely different way. I would have investigations launched constantly and people being watched and monitored to make sure that they're doing their job. I would make sure that they're not doing nothing illegal if their job is to stop illegal activity. So it doesn't make any sense. So like the way I see it, like literally just like with any company, since I'm clearly smarter than all of you, and just like I told people on here day one and they was mad at me on YouTube because I said reality, I can run any company better than anybody. I'm an actual genius, certified in the books. I'm
certified in the books. Explain to me what you mean by that, Taiwi. I'm imagining that you can't. Yes, indeed, it is that time of the show where I get maybe a little bit grifty. Oh, damn. One of these days I'll get used to the concept of selling the fuck out.
smarter than all y'all put together. So and either you can put me in charge of every agency across this country and you can see a major change, or you can have me expose and dismantle the entire system. You pick your choice. And quite frankly, I enjoy dismantling it a lot more than I would working for them. You know what I mean? Real talk. And Christina don't like
Blue, I think he's around between 70 and 80 bucks. He stopped talking about it because he realized that he's not going to get paid until August, no matter what.
like y'all know it. I don't have respect for none of you, bro. I think that it's a crappy career. I think that it's a joke. I think that the fact that they try to look down on other people and act like they're judging me is hilarious, because that's like a military person judging me. You went to the military. You were licensed. You got paid by the governments and the agencies who literally are the ones who put the drugs on the street, who are all corrupt. So you're corrupt. I don't care what you say.
When he's slinging the heaviest shit, he never looks at the camera. Again, the camera eye is equal to a person's eyes because he knows he's being watched by a person's eyes. So he can't really stand that camera eye, especially when he's talking ultra mega heavy shit.
You're corrupt. If not, you're just completely slow because you work for a corrupt system.
We have an update from Skip. He said $90 earlier, probably in the show. Again, my attention is 85% you, 15% Tyree. I'm quite sure I waste a lot of joke opportunities during a show, but you're more fun than he is, so there you go.
System. So don't talk to me about how we're all friends and it's all good and you decide anything for me. You don't. You go ahead and skedaddle and keep it walking. And I'm not your damn friend. That's what it is. It's not this readings of, oh, there's a different reality and you're supposed to be nice.
Okay.
No, I'm not at anybody's mercy. I do what I want to do.
Yeah, he did have. Okay, we kind of crossed wires there a little bit. Yeah, I was talking about YouTube money, and you were talking about the money that he was flexing earlier. Did you see the most recent flex on money video? He had, what was it, $80 in his hand, and he was fanning himself with it and just so very punchable. I'm surprised somebody didn't just come along and snatch it right out of his hand, because he would have let them, because he doesn't have enough guts to fight for what is his even.
See, I don't. You don't need to like me. I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to shake up the world and shake things up and have people understand reality. I did too much in these streets for anyone to sit there, some stranger, and try to talk to me about anything, bro. People can't even approach me, bro. Like, that's the fact. Like, when you work hard at something, why would you let anyone disrespect your hard work? Do you come from where I come from? Much less if you want to look down on me for being a human being. How that makes sense? So y'all ain't never been in the street. Y'all ain't never had to eat. Y'all ain't never had to.
Oh, I needed to read that one for the listeners, Blue. Blue says, don't act like we not wealthy just cause we broke. It's a quote from Joey Sneed.
To go do something? Like, I don't understand. Like, what are you saying? Like, y'all people want to be in a delusion. Like, it's not possible. Y'all look at the world with a jaded lens and none of it exists. The way y'all look at things, none of it exists, bro. It's totally different out here. That's why people need to go outside. Real talk. Y'all need to get outside more and quit running your damn mouth. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm saying, like, these people, they don't talk direct. They all cowards, bro. Like, yeah, you can't twist reality, bro. That's why it's frustrating, because none of you have any life experience, and you talking to a 35-year-old with more life experience than anyone. Bro, I've been in hoods. You know the type of stuff they have access to in these damn ghettos? Do you have any concept? Do you understand what people in the hood can?
No, I don't. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you, so that you could, you would have information on it, because you don't have any information on it.
Get their hands on, and how easily? I've been in Atlanta hoods. I came up in the Bluff for real and was going back and forth with people in the Bluff. I was in Bankhead, walking around. I was the boss in Bankhead. I was running dudes off corners. What? I pulled up the gas station. You got dudes with long white tees, and you already know what they got on them, and I'm pulling up in my truck by myself. Nothing, just me. What? With homeboys that I just met, and they talking about who you with, asking them who you with, and I just give them the look, the you know what stare, right? And I got the beanie on, like
I got the beanie on. I know what he means, but to describe it as a beanie is just, it's ignorant. It's a wool hat, a toboggan hat. Call it anything other than a fucking beanie.
I'm like the white 50 Cent.
It's got a propeller on top of it or something. I'll bet it does. We're talking about you after all. So we're doing this one in 3 parts. So we have about 7 minutes to go here of video. By the time I'm done talking, it'll be about 15 more minutes. This one's going to be quite reasonably sized. And we will be going here on Negative 43 TV. We'll be going live about 7:30 p.m. Sneedville time the next 2 nights. So you'll want to keep that in mind, and you'll want to look for that. Let's go on ahead and roll out here.
Real talk, if you haven't noticed, I actually live that. And I give them a little stare, and they just kind of all back up and let me be. In the hood, in the ghetto, and I was going to clubs, backing down whole gang crews, gangs, mobs, everyone by myself. What? Sometimes in collared shirts looking like Justin Timberlake, look like a gangster Justin Timberlake just went in the club.
The you know what stare? You mean the one where he looks the trucker in the eye right before the guy blows up?
Club and G-checked everybody. I really do this, bro.
I think I just disturbed myself live.
I really am not afraid of nobody. I really come from this. So when people is like, want to run their mouth, that's all cute, bro. Put your money where your mouth is.
Look at the
Either
camera.
put some money up so we can do a boxing match, because I'm tired of y'all. They want to fund some trolls who don't even know how to fight. You want to fund that nonsense? No, put some money up so we can see a real match, bro. Put your money where your mouth is and sign the waiver. I've had about enough. Now it's not even sign the waiver no more. Now you got to put up like at least like $1,000 to $5,000 as a group. Y'all need to put up 10 racks, right? And then sign the waiver, and we can do it in my league. My league is no.
Okay, this is what you have in mind. They give you $10,000 and then you run. We have hours and hours and hours and hours of you proving to be completely untrustworthy. No. Sign a waiver? No. $15,000? No. Drop your ass where you stand? Oh, baby.
Nothing, no twisting rules, no cheating, no nothing. It's straight up boxing, bro. If you're gonna win, you're gonna win. We could do rounds, we could do whatever you want to do. You're gonna lose. I don't care who you are, bro. Put the money up. Put the money up. Put your money where your mouth is, and quit running your mouth. Don't sit there and illegally text me on Cash App talking about I'm afraid to box. I'm afraid to what? I'm sorry, but what? How would I be afraid to do something that I challenged you to do?
You're afraid of gasoline fumes.
Challenged TJ to do that. He's a snitch.
You're afraid of spiders.
That's why I don't talk to you. I would never box you because you don't have no respect for yourself. That's reality. What are you talking about? I'm who challenged you. You didn't want to do it, bro. I was busy. I told you what I had going on. You was the one making excuses. Oh, I can't come over here, right? Because you didn't want to do it. Projecting. Want to call people names out their name as a coward.
Correction from Just Chillin', but I really kind of like that one too.
What? Behind a Cash App? What the hell?
Sounds like something he'd say. You ain't not no league. Yeah, that does kind of sound very Taiwanese.
That's nonsense. All right, so like I said, people know what it is, man. Everybody knows reality, bro. Let's see. So this system eats its own, just like I told you. They constantly eat their own. He told a horrible story about what happened in that prison. Okay, he said they were playing basketball with somebody's you know what. Yeah, that those crews, the cartel, all these different gangs and organizations, they eat their own. That's the reality. Just like the Joker says, these so-called civilized people, they'll eat each other. That's a fact. That's an actual fact. Joker was kicking actual truth, right? Let's see here.
The actor that was playing Joker was reciting the lines from the script. That's what the fuck was going on there, you stupid mong. It's not real life. He thinks the movies are real. He really does.
He said they're only as good as society allows them to be. It's a fact. Like, he was spitting some truth, bro. He said, don't act like you're one of them, even if you want to be. You're not. It's a fact.
Yeah.
So y'all don't get, like, I could be Batman. I could also be
it sounds exactly like something that would come out of his mouth. It really does.
Joker anytime I want. Like, real talk, bro. You people funny as hell. I'd be a hell of a Joker, right? I'd be the real one, though. Trust me, bro. You think Batman's scary? Think about a Joker. Y'all funny as hell. But quite frankly, I think Batman is scarier. I don't know. But I think Batman is scarier. But, you know, I'm righteous, man. Let's see. He said there was theft, Grand Auto, a lot of muggings. He grew up in South Central Compton. Right? And then y'all try to paint these neighborhoods like they're so bad. You ain't that bad. Compton ain't that bad, man. Compton is just another ghetto in another hood. Go to Bankhead, bro. Bankhead's worse than Compton.
Oh boy, go to Trailside Drive.
Compton is just like they said. He was saying you got to watch where you walk, what colors you wearing. You don't got to do anything. Okay, y'all just ain't used to know real people that come from outside your little sad, dilapidated, doing it to yourself all day, ignorant village, right? That will actually stand their ground. I guarantee you I could walk in Compton with a rag of whatever color I want and be all right, because I don't play. Yeah, I did it in Dallas. What are you talking about? In Dallas, I was wearing a red rag. I'm not affiliated with nobody. I'm not claiming nothing. I'm Dolo, right?
Oh, totally badass. You're wearing a red rag in Dallas. There has been something about him lately. I mean, you always just want to cave his face in, but he's just been extra super punchable lately. I mean, super extra punchable.
They ain't do nothing.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
But I challenged dude right in his face, right in front of the shelter. He ain't do nothing. They wanted to play games, and then Champ just grabbed it. He wasn't taking it from me. Champ was like, me and Champ are homeboys. So he thought he was getting me out of a situation, but he was still acting because he knew he wasn't getting me out of a situation. He knew that homeboy wasn't going to do nothing. He knew I was tougher than him and I would have won. And it was the dude out of...
Got a riftle here late in the show from Hodges Good and Dodge It. The rag was red because he was bleeding out his ass.
Prison. He was a fake blood, because all y'all are fake. Ain't none of y'all real. You don't operate off original.
Torn asshole, impacted bowels. You know he had a really good night.
He had a lazy eye and he thought he was tough. So he kept running around trying everybody, and I wanted him to try me. And I said, what you gonna do? You just gonna stand there all day? I tried him right in his face. He ain't do nothing. So then Champ took the rag. So it was really Champ enabling his behavior because he was hanging out with him. He was trying to play on both sides of the fence. But Champ apologized to me later for that anyway. Like I said, I'm a real person in the streets of Dallas. I'm a real person.
I just love it when he tells these stories and he tries to make these guys sound famous. Nobody knows who they are. Nobody knows who they are. Plus, these stories never happened, so I really didn't need to say that, did I?
Like, that's the thing. When you people start running your mouth, you don't understand hood politics. You don't understand the blocks that I go down. People really know who I am. I have history. I'm a real person. I'm not saying I can't be touched. I'm not saying I'm this and that. I'm saying I'm the real deal. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying when you talk to me, you deal with the real me. You deal with the dude who backed everyone down and ain't never took an L in the street. That's a gangster. That's somebody that people run from. That's not somebody to play with. You feel what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. I'm saying, no, I've done the real thing my entire life, and I don't give me a pass. When you see me, do not give me a pass. Straight up. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care what I'm doing.
Don't give you a pass? Okay. You know you didn't really need to tell any of us that, right?
Do not give me a pass. Y'all think you G'd up. You think you gangster, get to it. Straight up. Try me. Don't do this fake stuff. Quit talking and running your mouth. Quit going online, hon. Get busy. Straight up. Because what happens is if people ever do cross that line and pretend, right, they all get G-checked and they all find out reality real quick. They all find out who the actual mom and who the gangster is. I don't need no bat suit on to be gangster. I don't need none of y'all to do bad by myself. You feel me? So the truth is, like I said, Tyree Sneed really runs the streets. I'm the most dangerous man walking the streets, like Frank Lucas, literally.
Red Screen is here. He's very late, but he is here. And Bourns is here. Very late, but he is here. You'll want to go back and watch this one. It's well worth it. And there will be 2 more episodes. We're going to look at this in 3 separate parts. Tomorrow about 8 p.m. Sneedville time. And Sneedville time is Eastern Daylight Time at 8 p.m. Granddaughter's here, playing with her. I was playing games with her for like 3 hours today. We went to the library and the whole doggone bit. So it's better to wait until she goes to sleep. That way I can roll one up too. Negative 43 TV. We're really, 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 really close to the end. But again, that's okay.
And it's all legal, right? And I created a legal hustle to take this street stuff and take the streets to the internet.
Will you please welcome Box? I'm far more interested in, I won't say obsessed, but far more interested in the people that are here. Here lately, I've been missing jokes because of it. And I'm glad you're here too, Box.
To the suburbs, to everybody's face, to all of white America, to the valley, to everywhere I go. And I'm challenging all of you head on, straight up, telling you I'm in the street. I'm in my bat suit. It's bulletproof. Let's get it. That's why I invented this. There's no more room. Can't no one talk online at all. Do not type nothing to me. There's no reason for you to talk unless you're a coward and you run it from me.
Look at the camera and say it. He can't even look at the camera. I know I'm beating that horse to death, but yeah, weak eye contact.
Feel me? Get in the street and get busy. That's why I invented this, bro. I get busy in the street, bro. Y'all be really running your mouth, bro, acting like things are this and that, bro. I take drugs off of people, homie. Straight up. I'll tell you what it is, bro. I take things from people.
You try to take somebody's drugs from them, that all of a sudden everything's going to go dark, and it's going to stay dark permanently for you.
I do what I want to do. Straight up. And you won't do nothing about it. You feel me? Yeah, you people is funny, bro. And I toss it away. I throw that away. I ain't never going to keep nothing on me. Feel me? I don't do drugs, bro. I could care less. I ain't going to let people peddle drugs and move weight in my communities, in my neighborhood. You 100% right. Yeah, I dismantle gangs with my bare hands.
Leans in to drive that one. I dismantle gangs with my bare hands. You make truckers come with your bare hands. That's what you do with your bare hands.
That's what I do. I get busy. I'm not one of these fake niggas. I'm not one of your fake little homies. I'm not your friend. I'm an actual, I'm basically like an independent organization at this point. I'm Batman. I funded all this out of my own pocket, and this is a service for the community and a service to help people. And these little snitches sit there and act like they got some. You ain't got nothing. Yeah, that's what Batman do. Batman does it all the time, bro. What are you talking about, bro? If I see people moving weight, moving drugs, whatever, you think we're going to sit there and put up? You think we're going to call people who don't do nothing? Y'all is funny as hell, bro. What? And they act like what you say matters, bro. Everything that you talking about, first of all, do you understand that you have to prove that? People funny as hell. You know how many people getting G-checked in these streets? You know how many people getting told and shown?
We're almost at the absolute end, but I certainly have a riff to hear from Red Screen. Says, with his bare hands, sure, buddy. So what happened to your cups when you were in county jail? It didn't just fill itself.
What time it really is? Sorry, but what? All y'all little niggas is funny, bro.
Oh, there it is.
Real talk, bro. That's what we do every day, bro. Like I said, I go out in the street and I get it in. I'm the real Batman, bro. What do you think Batman do? That's what Batman do, bro.
Batman does nothing because Batman is not real. And that is the end of part 1 here of our show. I run this entire world. I'm a blah, blah, blah. What the hell ever. It's just one of those very, very run-on titles. Again, just part 1. Part 2 will be tomorrow night at 8 p.m. And part 3 will be Friday night at 8 p.m. And then, of course, Saturday Madness will be when it usually is, 5:50 p.m. Saturday. May even go 4:50 p.m. My wife won't be here. She'll be taking our granddaughter back to Indiana, so I may actually go earlier just for the lack of anything else to do. And there's nothing better to do than hang out with you good people right here on Negative 43 TV. So I think we're caught up on everything pretty much. I think so. Is there anything that I'm forgetting? It's a problem at this age. No, I am not forgetting anything at all. Great party, great time, right in the middle of the week, right when we all needed a good time. But you know what I'm going to say, so you may as well say it with me. It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Richbartone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you.
And now, Negative 43 TV KUNT ends another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV is a wholly owned subsidiary of Baritone Media, LLC, with corporate offices located at One Cross Tower in downtown Sneedville. Negative 43 TV studios are located at 6969 Dead Daddy Drive in Sneedville. Negative 43 TV operates at a power of 200 hamster wheels, turning at exactly 61 revolutions per minute. On behalf of Rich and Marie Baritone, Old Betsy the Computer, Pete the Destroyer of Bud, and the rest of us here at Negative 43 TV, I'm Cleveland Steamer. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And now, High Flight.
Slept the surly bonds of earth, and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed, and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds, and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled, and soared, and swung, high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.